Welcome on in, my Ashwings, to a video in which we are going to be talking about my personal Classic Constructed pick for this current season of Classic Constructed, the Compendium of Rathe season, Jarl. So previously we were going ahead and we were playing a different kind of fatigue deck. In the face of Arachne Huntsman, but Huntsman doesn't exactly fit the bill in the upcoming meta here. And so what I wanted to do is at least go about playing a few decks that fit my niche and still do pretty well into the aggro heavy meta that we are due to come into. So with Jarl here, if you don't know what Jarl does, check it out. It's all right here. Essentially, anytime you're going to play an ice card, if your opponent doesn't have an equipment slot, you're going to give them a frostbite. But they get to use ice or earth and ice cards also. So pretty good stuff. The main deck here, just kind of going over my choices. This is a deck that is made entirely by myself. I feel like there are some cards that can be swapped. Some cards that maybe do better than others. I have not really done a ton of super duper testing with this yet. But what I did want to do is I wanted to provide a little bit of information such as what I want to be doing into most matchups, as well as just, you know, the different switchboard plans that you have available here. So taking a look at the main suite here, we have Cornet Peak. This is pretty great to be able to just kind of keep your opponent off of a 4-card hand or even a 5-card hand by having them pitch a card into their deck, or you can go about doing it to prevent, really it's more so just for making sure your opponent's not on large card hands. But it's a great way that if you're kept with a blue in your hand and you can't send your weapon because your weapon is going to cost 4 resources here, instead you have Cornet Peak, which very well could do that. Something that you'll see what I've done here is after we talk about this, I've recorded a video with our local Sam, who is a big marionette player. And I wanted to go ahead and play into his marionette and see exactly how this plays out, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. We have Tunic, Gauntlet's Fire and Will, Quick Dodge, and then, of course, Rampart and Stalagmite. Because with 2 shields, we essentially got rid of our 2 weapons, replaced them with 2 shields, and now we are playing Shield Beater, which says cards you own, name, visit Anvilheim, get go again. You can pay 4 to attack for 5. I'm not going to lie, this does not help too much. Visit Anvilheim. So we're not actually running Visit Anvilheim in the deck. Could it possibly work out? Sure. But in most cases, it's really not going to be super necessary, and I don't foresee it being something that's going to be insanely effective. But maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe this next meta is due to be pretty insane. Most of the deck, though, is your pretty stock standard stuff for Jarl. We have Command and Conquers, E-Strikes, Fiddler's Greens to gain you health. We got Frosthaven Sheath, a new card from Compendium of Rathe. I wanted to try this card out because it's essentially a 1 for 6. Really, it's probably like a 1 for 8 if that one resource that one frostbite you give your opponent forces them to remove a card from their hand or stops them from sending a large attack at you. So Frosthaven Sheath, not too bad of a pick here. I like that it blocks 5, and it usually works pretty well with Tunic. The only issue is that using it with Tunic means that you don't get the frostbite effect. So you want to try to pair this up with a lot of frost or a lot of ice cards, I should say. We then have Icequake, presents quite a bit of damage, and then also proceeds to just absolutely crush your opponent. Not only is an ice card, so it triggers Jarl, but it also gives a frostbite when this hits. So you can effectively give your opponent 2 frostbites when this or whatever you pump this with hits. So pretty good. Usually you want to pair this with your weapon, so that works out. We then have Oakenold, staple in this deck. I think that Oakenold does quite a lot in regards to just, this is your big turn. If you can pair this, a blue, and a Crumble to Eternity, or a Pulse of Isenloft in your hand, you can easily send 9 Dominate on hit, remove 2 cards. This puts a lot of tempo in your favor, and you're able to really swing a lot at your opponent. We then have Sigil of Solace, lets you heal. Sink Below, good card. Chain of Lake Frigid, this is the card that's going to allow you to kind of tax your opponent. So it's a great card for any... it's a great card for any... or like aggro player, just being able to go, okay, stop that. Like, you're not going to be able to continue your turn without paying a bunch of taxes, in which if they're a big red line deck, they're probably not going to be able to pay for that. We then, of course, have Channel Mount Eisen. Channel Mount Eisen is just another blue ice card. Sometimes this does get value if you play it and then you're able to keep it around, because you are able to effectively always give those... You're at least able to pitch 1 to 2 ice cards on each of your turns towards the end game. So this is a great way to kind of whittle down your opponent's life total and come in for the kill there. So we then have Crumble to Eternity. This card allows you to destroy your opponent's equipment, and it also is a Ice and Earth card that you can fuse with Oakenold to be able to get the full value there. This is going to be a way that you kind of start the effect of destroying your opponent's equipment, because they either need to block with it, or they need to have they either need to have blocked with it, or they need to have a -1 counter on it somewhere, right? And this will allow you to put that on there. If you go first and you get this in your opening hand, awesome. It's a great start. You can even combo this with another couple of cards to get this out, and then go ahead and play another card, which we'll see later in the deck. We're playing Everbloom Life. This is just a great way to recur a lot of cards back in your deck. You can get back cards that cost 0. You can get back Crumble to Eternities. You can get back Enlightened Strikes. Though you can get back Winter's Bites if you really want to. Those are cards that are great targets for this. You can also target itself. So theoretically, you can loop this with another Everbloom Life that's in your graveyard, and you can gain 1 life, and then the next time you see that other Everbloom Life, you then play Everbloom Life, you put this one back into your deck, and it's just a constant cycle of gaining 1 life. Great way to kind of infinitely make sure that you're always gaining life, especially if you don't have something like a Heart of Find All. Frozen to Death, this is our attack, this is our action that's going to allow us to destroy our opponent's equipment. If it's refused, you may destroy an opponent's equipment with a -1 counter, and you then may create a Frostbite token in an exposed zone, head, chest, arms, or leg zone. So you get to go ahead and play this. If your opponent has a -1 counter on it from Crumble, you can then go ahead, play this, fuse it with an ice card in your hand, and then it will go ahead and destroy an equipment piece. It will then go ahead and give an exposed zone a Frostbite as well, which will be effective to making sure that your opponent gets taxed. We have Glacial Footsteps, great game ender if you're able to pitch these to the end and then send 8 Dominate with the Ice Fuse effect. Ends up working out pretty well for you if you get to keep a hand and you have the tempo. We then have Imposing Visage. Imposing Visage is just simply a way for you to get out Crumble to Eternity. You pay 3 resources into this. You then play Crumble to Eternity from your deck. This gives the -1 counter. And then Crumble's effect also allows you to, at the beginning of your action phase, you destroy this, and then your next attack gets dominated, I should say. That is going to be really effective to kind of setting up a more powerful turn. But of course, Imposing Visage lets us get that card. But of course, Imposing Visage lets us get that card, give it go again because of the Imposing Visage effect. And then if we have a Frozen to Death in Arsenal, we can pitch a blue, play Frozen to Death, and then fuse it with the ice card that we have in our hand. And that can then destroy an opponent's equipment piece. Really good if your opponents are playing big mech stuff, whether that be Teklovasin or that be some form of mech that's trying to make like something there. You can go ahead and use that to essentially just destroy their entire setup and win the game, which is pretty cool. Or at least destroy their equipment pieces if they're trying to build stuff. Just be aware that you need to make very sure that this is going to destroy that piece of equipment, because if it isn't, it's like a pretty brutal turn to lose out on. Macho Grande, great for the end game. Pulse of Ice and Loft, this is another Ice Earth card, and it's a defense reaction, so if we need to block it here, we can block for 6. We can also use this and a card from our hand to block more than that. right? So if we wanted to block, Pulse of Ice and Loft and a Frosthaven Sheath, that blocks for 11, which is kind of huge. And you can also block you can have your Elemental or Ice or Earth cards block for 1 more if they're blocking with this. So not too bad. But then I have Terra Sunder. Terra Sunder is the great endgame card, allows you to give Dominate to something and then has them discard 2 cards from their hand. We have Winter's Bite as well to finish it off. Just some additional value in playing it, giving your opponent a Frostbite if they have an exposed zone, and then having them tax themselves for 1 by having them discard a card or paying 1 resource. Moving into the sideboard here, though, it's a little bit tech heavy, I would say. Not too much has been debilitated on what is and should not be the case. We essentially have 5 spaces to fill in here. And in most cases, when you have 5 spaces to fill, it just depends on what you want to do. If you want an aggro plan, you probably just add in the Frostfangs and the Pummels to send a bit more damage and threaten more on hits. If you want a defensive package, you play Shelter and Staunch. If you need Shelter, Staunch, and a Remembrance. If you're playing against a Prism, you can play in the Midas Touch, the Staunch, and a Remembrance. If you are playing into an Acilio, you want to play an Amulet of Echoes, probably Shelter, and then I would assume, I'd assume Frostfang is probably a good one to have there too. And then moving into the sideboard of equipment, we have Balance of Justice for any hero that wants to draw 2 cards. This is Phi. This is KO. This is Acilio. Well, it's not really Acilio, but it is quite a bit there. But Balance of Justice is kind of the way to go about doing it. I think Balance of Justice actually isn't a bad one to play into Acilio. You just kind of go about forcing them to give yourself another card, and you can block 2. Outside of that, though, it's pretty much all Arcane Barrier equipment here. We have Crown of Everbloom, Heart of Ice, Nilrune Boots, and Nilrune Gloves. That is AB5 for those of you at home. AB5 with Crown of Everbloom, a new card. So Arcane Barrier 2, Arcane Barrier 1 with Heart of Ice, and then we have Nilrune Boots and Gloves, so AB5. I'm not sure if AB5 is the correct thing to do, but I think AB5 works without you having to give up anything like your shields, like for Arcane Barrier or anything. So I think AB5 is good. If there's a world in which one of these spots can change, maybe like removing, maybe you don't like Icequake or something, you could probably add in a Arcane Lantern. That way you can play this and an Arcane Lantern and have AB6 to have 2 blues just prevent 6 points of damage, which is pretty good. But normally you're going to want to just pitch into whatever arcane damage is coming into anyway, and then hope for the best. So that is pretty much the build here. As I mentioned, I'm going to be going and playing into a game against our local Sam, who is a big fan of Assassin. And I'm going to see whether or not Marionette is a fun matchup into Jarl, in which it's pretty winnable. So let's go ahead and take a look at the game. We already have it pre-recorded, so let me know how you enjoyed the game. And of course, please continue to check out the channel. There's going to be more stuff for this here, and I hope to continue to provide some great content for y'all. So thank you so much, and enjoy today's game of Flesh and Blood.
Same cards as well.
Let's see. I think I go first on this one. Yeah. There's too much else I do with this.
3 cards left. What were they? Oh, trap stuff. I don't want to miss.
You do not want to miss.
I don't remember what the final card I took was. It was this. Ooh.
K's hand is doggy. All right. Sure.
Wow.
Whoa. Whoa. Hey now. 7.
Insane.
So I'll get bumped to 8. Let's see here. That's right. Let's see. Ooh, wow. What a spicy hand.
I think this is the single 4 greatest cards Mario can draw.
Yeah, no kidding.
No go again. Whatever will I do?
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's not bad though on the defense. I will draw a card.
You
Oh
will
my
still draw.
god, dude. Thanks for your last card.
Insane. Hello? Yeah, you can have it, dude. Just take that. That's cool. You can have it. What in the world was that? The best cards Mario could have possibly drawn in that moment.
Yeah. So no go again here. Actually, just gonna ship this card. Wait. Is that correct? I might be super wrong here.
You can undo if you think it's wrong.
I just realized the cost of things. Oh no, that's correct. I don't. Yeah, duh. Sorry.
Yeah, your daggers don't cost anything more.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they still cost, but not more than they used to.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Dog, there's no way. Come on, here we go. I realize I'm gonna undo this actually.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'll just take 4.
No mark.
No mark.
This is a weird hand. Definitely eating the 5. I don't know what I'm thinking about, but do this. Would you like a mark?
Yeah, I'd prefer not to have any of that, but you know, that's fine. The fact you can shred those is crazy. 5.
Yeah, just a cute little 5.
Cute little 5.
Oh my god.
And I'm marked, and you got the goods.
Winter's Bite. Uh-oh. I will pay 1 here, but how do I pay 1? Pay with an Ore Weaver.
Yeah, I guess you don't need that.
Hmm. It is pretty good, but I figure you want an end game.
Yeah.
Um. How do I make this as tricky as possible? I think it's like this. And then this.
Yep,
Seems good.
5 goes. You'll be able to flick it with that. So you send 8.
Yeah. Also, notably, you can't actually flick the Shalicer for the
Yeah,
Black Widow
not
trick.
the same effect, right?
Mhm.
Still got a block. Well, I guess I don't
It only
have to
works
block
on
8
Kiss
here.
of Death. Ooh, Stalagmite is insanely good here.
Yeah, I think your curve looked a little too good right there, and I was like, I think this probably does enough to stunt it, especially with that tunic. Okay, it's hits. I'm gonna lose a card.
Still good because I don't get the follow-up mark.
Yeah.
Yes. Pay this way. Send this.
Um, give you 3. Hmm. I don't like using it here, but it's not the worst. Just keep me not marked is fine. Oh boy. I'm healing 6.
Ooh. Interesting hand of cards you
Yes,
have there, Alex.
certainly, let me tell you. This certainly
Would you
looks
like a
like a
mark?
hand. You know what? That's actually probably so sick. I'm gonna give you this here.
One sec. I'm thinking on the tunic here.
Yep.
If I need it, I might actually need it.
Good old 5 damage. I gotta say, does not feel. I think I don't know that I love Frosthaven Sheath here. I mean, I'm gonna take 3, heal that, but
Yeah, makes sense. Ooh. Definitely want to pay the 1 here, but this is dog water. And what am I doing here?
Decker. Sure.
Two goes.
Sure.
You check my grave. Yeah, it's fine. Just send 4.
Mm,
Ooh. I don't know. Too dependent on what you do to think. All right, so we're safe from Oakenold. That's good. No Oakenold here's pretty good.
Stop that.
Coronet. That's less good. But I think I'm just pitching that.
I almost think you want to be marked. Want me to be marked here. Bob.
Seems good. Close chain, up sticks, boom.
5. My choice here is probably pretty good. I'm definitely doing this and then this. We are through like all of your to the points now.
That was not ice.
No,
Okay.
that's pretty good. Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah, we'll pitch. Oops, that's incorrect, sorry. No, it's not.
Mm.
Let's see here.
Five. Probably. Let's see here. What have you gone through? You still have a T-Toxin in deck. Still probably have Stains in deck. Don't know that you're on Spike. I think I will just respect enough to give you this.
Crumble. Interesting target.
Yeah, I feel like you're gonna care more about that mean, you're live now, effectively, so maybe not, but
Brax, he usually does Tunic, but it is pretty late in the game, so maybe you're
Mhm.
correct here. Interesting. I would like a card. This card is so silly. It says, please give me one card.
yeah, that's quite literally what that says, isn't it? You know what? Sure. What do you have? Thing. I'll give you a card. Sure.
I appreciate the card. We will then say, how about another card?
One more card. I don't know if I can do another card.
Yeah, another card here is kind of rough. And then we'll say this. Staunch? Not quite. Is this was an ice pitched? I can't see.
Correct. Yes.
Okay, then I need to do this. It just makes one frostbite. Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will close chain. Pay 1 for Codex.
I will respond.
Ooh.
Want that? I want this probably. Probably better actually. Sure.
To the surprise of absolutely no one, I'll be
Yeah,
picking
right.
up a Leave No Witnesses.
I think I'll go ahead and just grab this.
And
The real
technically,
question is, am
you
I?
could block it out with Quick Dodge if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
I've been
Yeah.
telling Braxton to put Overcrowded in the deck for this card, exactly.
Yeah, Overcrowded's kind of super good, but I think I am going to give you a quick dodge here.
Fair enough. Oh, what did you choose? Doesn't it tell me somewhere?
Command and Conquer. This card I chose.
Oh, yeah, I see it now. Thanks. Oh my god, what a card to see.
Pass. Pretty good.
Sigil, Everbloom, Channel, Posing. So you have 9 block and 3 health. CNC and Arsenal. Phew, and you are marked. But my hand is a bit awkward. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, how do I get the most damage out of this thing?
That sounds correct. You know, what's crazy is that let's see. Take that, go down to this.
25, 27.
You still get to swing another dagger. Sure. Big damage. I'll pretend like that doesn't hurt me as much. Codex.
Mm-hmm. Which you can still block out, but I don't know, keeps you off the CNC again. And takes your last equipment.
Yep.
Until you block with Tunic, of course. Ooh, this is pretty fascinating, actually. Base Mario is weird here.
Yeah, you can mark me. That's fine. Save or kiss of death. Whoa. Golly gee, Willikers. That's a lot. Interesting.
I think I'm slightly off where I need to be for pitch deck. Unfortunately.
This is your last kiss. I've not seen the third T-Toxin yet, so if I just fucking whiff the shit out of this, it's whatever, I guess, but... Bop, bop, bop.
Yeah, it's fine.
Ship that into
Black Widow. Youch. Black Widow. It's actually not what I want to see. Whew. I wish I could cycle cards here. I'm gonna give you one.
I guess you could flip, right?
No, no, no. Oh, I have Tunic up on my turn. Fascinating. You are marked. Are marked. Oh, you know what? This is actually insane. They gave me you put flick knives on -1 because I would have blocked with flick knives here.
Yeah.
So maybe you're a genius.
It's that's that 400 IQ play there, Sam. I'll tell you. I knew for certain you were gonna throw. It's the first piece of equipment you're gonna throw away.
Mario really doesn't use it that much. It's just so risky to flick a clave. It has to
Right.
be like it will hit. It's a punishing tool. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, you block 9 and it can be 10. Sayonara, sucker.
Yeah.
But as long as you like respect the possibility of it, it kind of just sits there outside of the start of the game. Or if you like run enough of the pick up the point. I just saw them so early that let's see, I've seen 1, 2, 3. I've seen all pick up the point. Sorry, up sticks. I've seen 1 pick up the point.
Mm-hmm.
So I may have a retrieve left, but like I'm not risking the retrieve, right?
Right.
Fortunately, I do just have to give this. Which is fine.
I'll leave no witnesses. Surely we won't see that soon. Sure. Let's see. Do you have the other T-Tax? Just gonna do this here.
I do, but do you have
Okay.
another?
I do not. RIP my fucking hand.
And then I will be taking the rest of it.
Give you a blue card, so you don't even think about getting silver. Woo! This is it's close for sure.
Not too many more hands left. Let's see what I can do. Put that in arsenal for sure. Fascinating. You're not marked. Let's go with one of these boys. I've got a great hand to strip from you.
Yes, you do, for sure. I think, well, I gotta figure out what like damage you have left in here. You're out of toxins, you're out of push, you're out of, or to the points, you're out of stains. You don't have any more. You have one more scar tissue, one more incision. 15 cards left in deck. I mean, odds are you probably have it, but you have both of them, I guess, is the question. I'll give you 6.
6 is good. Pop tunic. Gotta think here. Wait, I don't need a pop tunic, sorry. Interesting. So the Everbloom and the Macho Grande are left. 2 blues. You probably want to send the shield.
Mm-hmm. Can't scar tissue that there. Not going to have any other pump to get it up by 1 outside of marionettes. I think this is right.
That's definitely correct.
Put Everbloom back. Hmm. Orb Weaver. Yep.
Yeah. And then return this to the bottom of my deck. Marking you so that it comes in for a clean amount of money.
Clean money. I'll give you 6. CNC. Well, all right. We're getting pretty fucking down to it. I don't know how I live through these goddamn things. I guess. Jesus Christ. Fucking didn't even realize these cards were still in my deck.
That's really good here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I fucked up. Damn, that's pretty good.
Just enough damage. You still have a saver? Oh, silver. Interesting. Codex of Inertia and a Stains of the Redback blue. Hmm.
I killed you if I probably played that there, although you might have seen the play, so. Oh, man. I should attack with the Shalicera first. Hmm. That's a brow moment for sure. very good here.
Quite good. Again, we have not seen another incision or a scar tissue yet. Recall you
I think I fucked
pitching.
up on that turn so badly. Because if I had sent the Shalicera, would you just ship the Fiddler's Green anyway?
Yeah,
You did have Shelter though.
I did have shelter.
Shelter would have saved you. Yeah.
This is very
I should not have flipped the
interesting.
dagger in general.
I am
Seems super bad.
almost curious. Is this gonna like totally fuck me, or is it gonna just kind of almost sort of fuck me? Real question is, are you only on 2 scar tissue and 2 fucking incision, or is this gonna kill me? I think I have to respect it a little bit. Okay.
Huh? Oh, you're not marked.
I'm not
Hold on,
marked.
sorry. I do have to change that then.
Yeah. Well.
Bro. Okay,
That's
whatever.
a little rough there, I think. Just fucking pay attention to this, I guess.
Oh, dude. Oh, I threw the game again. What am I doing?
I think at this point I just have to do my best. Oh, wait. I think I just have to do... Sure. It doesn't really matter. Hmm. You not sending anything is quite scary.
I have to think here.
Cave Reaper's Call. Bump it to 4. Hmm. Quite the predicament I have here. I think I need to force you to give me something. Not marked. I mean, what are you sending after? Prognosis? You rip 2 cards, leave me with that. Like you have a retrieve effect still. I think you've got. Sorry, I'm going through stuff here.
Yep, your time.
Yeah, you've got to pick up the point. I think I have to give you this. Yar. Hyperinflation. That's got to go again also. Pretty good. Geez, I'm glad I played the fucking other one. What does this hand look like? You've still got persuasive. Probably just send dagger. If this hits, you send one more thing. I go down to 5. 3 cards. I don't know if I can do that. Sure. Things cost you 1 more, I guess, right? So, oh, well, golly gee, that's pretty freaking good. Holy cow. Oh, so I'm only going to get to keep 2 cards. So, well, yep. Sure. Pass. I think that was like all your power in your deck, though. Okay, mark me. I play this card. Tax you a little bit there on a tunic turn. Send this. Ship
So
the bill.
Crumble and Everbloom are the only cards left.
Correct. Oh, me being marked here is so good for you. Holy shit. And you getting Black Widow? What the fuck? That's crazy. So you can bump this to 4. If I block, I can't win. Nope, I guess I just die. Yep. Yeah. That's game. Good game.
That is a game. Very good game.
Golly. Yeah, I
I
think
hope I demonstrated how hard it is to fatigue this guy.
I mean, it's certainly difficult. I just don't. I think maybe if I played into the more aggressive strategy instead, because it seems like you get such insane. Well, that's I guess that's the other upside of Mario is that you get upside whether or not your opponent blocks or doesn't. Like you just send those pumps no matter what. So
Yeah, and that's why too, like Frostbite actually ends up helping me achieve my goal. Cause sure you delay damage now, but I'm just pitching the red to send with some damage and leak a little bit.
right,
So the whole game plan is like leak 2, leak 3, leak 2, leak 3. And then when
right,
you Frostbite pitch T-Tox, and when you Frostbite pitch Orb Weaver, like
right,
you just keep your pitch stat good because Frostbite just honestly helps you with
right.
that, because otherwise you're not really pitching to a lot. All you can pitch to is dagger. So often the Frostbite, on 3 occasions actually helped me. And then one huge mistake, if I had not flicked that clave, the game would have been over so much quicker. That was super stupid. I don't know why I did that.
Yeah.
I thought I had one more retrieve, but I apparently only brought one pick up the point.
Hmm.
So that was like almost a throw there, and I almost lost the game not having clave.
I almost
and if you have-
wonder if
Go ahead.
this turn is, well, I mean, consider what do you've left in your deck. You've got a persuasive, 2 under the trapdoor, and your dagger. So in theory, if I had played Titan's Fist into you instead, I could have blocked here for 3, gone down to
Yeah.
gone down to 3.
So if you block here for 3, I was just gonna ship the Stains the Red back.
Right, yeah, just give it a little bit more. Right. Because then it's another 2. So I go down to 2. And then
no matter what, you lose the card here, and then the Prog eventually pulls the other card.
Well, Prague won't pull a card.
No?
No, I don't have a deck.
Oh, yeah, no, it won't, because, duh, I can't.
Prague won't pull another card, which is why it is both the best and worst card to have in the late game, because
it's good also, if you're the one fatiguing, but
exactly right. I think
you're being fatigued.
It might be even more beneficial. I feel like I probably had enough floating resources in some situations. I think to run what do you call it? The Rampart instead of
Rampart would have been some heat for sure.
Rampart would have gotten
a lot of value this late game.
Yeah. Also, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think Frosthaven Sheath kind of felt bad into you. Like
it just doesn't block enough when it's coming in for 16, and you're like, oh,
it's not even so much. It's not even so much that it blocks like it blocks 5, which is pretty cool. But the issue is that I'm trying to like tax you so you don't play all of your attack reactions, and if you plan to do that anyway, you can just go, okay, cool, yeah, Frosthaven Sheath for 5, and you go, okay, cool, bump it to 11 in response. Now that Frostbite didn't do anything.
Exactly.
So
it's kind of rough.
It's kind of definitely. I'd much rather like the entire time in the deck. I was just like, wow, Fate Foreseen would be sick here. And
I didn't see a single Oakenold, which is a huge.
Yes.
Like if you had gotten a chance to get our Oakenold off, that would be big.
Yeah.
I was trying to save my hat for that, but it never came.
And it felt bad too because I guess not bad, but when you had hit me with the Codex and I had the Remembrance, I was like, oh, surely I have Oakenolds in here. I'm like, oh no, I've just been pitching them. So I just put other cards in my deck and it's fine.
I still think it's right though, because you don't want to lose the Remembrance. You just put something back.
Yeah, for sure. It's fine getting 3 cards back no matter what. So, but
it's crazy though. I ended up being the fatiguer here.
Yeah, I mean, it ended up just being that the dagger damage did a lot, and then when you had things line up, it was like, like, I mean, also, what, your turn 1 was like, your turn 0 was like insane. It was like
turn 1 because you went first.
Oh, that's right. Yes, yeah.
But how did I mark you or something?
No, I don't think so. I think it was just like Kiss of Death, T-Toxin. Yeah, what were the cards?
And I flicked it.
Yeah, it was.
I did Saver, flicked it, T-Toxin, and to the point. That's what it was.
And to the point. And you drew the Prog, and then you sent Prog.
Oh yeah, just to take.
And I had to give you another card. So
that's okay. I went down to 2 Prog. I'm looking at my list now.
Yeah.
So here, I'll send you my list so you can also, if you're interested in checking it out here. So I like 2 Ofs and Assassin. We've talked about this, but like, it just throws off their counting math. And the whole time that you were thinking like, oh, you have X, Y, and Z. Yeah, I did not.
Yeah, exactly. I was sitting there like, wait a minute, that just does not make any sense. I'm just like, you should certainly have more if you're planning on the whole thing was daggers, but having 2 Ofs makes a lot of sense here. So
Yeah, the 44 never move. I don't have a lot of 2 blocks in the 44 other than Codex, because you need it, obviously. Up sticks and cut from the same cloth, which cut from the same cloth actually provided so much value. It was kind of hard to explain in the game, and I don't want to like, give it away, but like knowing what you could block was just crazy
Oh,
good.
it's insane. I am much like Saren. Think that card is busted as hell and shouldn't look at your hand.
Yeah,
You're
it's
like,
super busted.
why is it look at your opponent's hand? It should just say, yeah, cool, +4 and mark. That's fine. But why is it
Especially for the 2 heroes that could use that card. It's really
exactly?
good, Fang and Mario.
It's
It's
really
crazy that
good.
it didn't make it into lists for months. Like no one thought that card was good for like
Yeah.
all of Hunted, and
I
it like
used it a
started
lot.
sneaking in.
I used it a lot in limited, but not
Yeah, everyone
in
did.
the
I
actual
think 'cause it's
set.
just a pump.
Crazy.
I did sneak Reaper's Call back in. I just love it so much, and the end game was a good reason why. Like
Yeah.
I had fucked up so bad, but I still had an out, and I got the Black Widow. But honestly, anything works there. It's just I need the +3. I don't really need the Black Widow effect. Black Widow effect's insane, but
Yeah.
just having the +3 there was really good. Knight's Embrace I'm playing around with, and I think I'm gonna get rid of it. It just doesn't do anything really most of the time.
Yeah. It definitely just kind of seems like a blue that blocks 3, and that's the purpose.
Which I could go back to a third Prague, and Prague is so good.
Yeah, Prague is pretty good to have. But I mean, I think maybe that's just another race match. I think I have to just take it kind of like how I take Warrior and go, all right, cool. Your damage output's pretty freaking high, and the capability of your fatigue plan is good because you just send daggers for a large point of damage instead of physical attacks. So really, at the end of the day, it could just be like, all right, cool. Make sure.
I wanted to bring the Tome of Pandemonium, but that was totally a throw if I did. So
yeah, that's not going to do anything for you and to me for sure.
Although sending the Oak and Old vanilla is kind of funny.
Yeah, just 7. Yeah, cool. I'll pitch this blue to send 7, sure.
And we talked about it last night. I did remove the CNC, but then like right before, I've been thinking about it a lot today. I was like, I have to have the CNC, and the game today was a good reason why. I just parked it there.
Yeah,
I knew you couldn't block it, so I was like, that's just 3 damage, right?
Yeah.
I did not expect the Fiddlers. That threw off my math a lot.
Yeah, it's funny too. When I drew into that hand, when I saw the Fiddlers, I was like, wait a minute. I swore I had 3 of these already, but yeah, Fiddlers.
You can put them back on the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can't remembrance. You can't remembrance them because they're blocked. Yeah, they're block
they're
cards.
Just blocks.
So you can't put them
back. But it blocks
back.
Clave clean, right?
Correct. It blocks Clave clean and then heals me for 3, which is like pretty sick. So
and Mario closes the chain all the time. Like you got me really good on that chain close.
Yeah, I do think maybe the differential in that is the amount of damage I would have prevented if I had brought Rampart instead of
that's
Stalagmite.
Super true.
Because if
what do you think about hyperinflation, by the way?
I mean, card is pretty cool, especially even to keep to the late game when you have a bunch of blues, because then it doesn't matter, right? It's 0 for 4s with go again. Like that's just what they do. So I think it's nice. And obviously I'm sure the Frostbites allowed you to be like, yeah, cool. I don't want to see this card right now while I have reds. Like I'd much rather see it when I have blues.
Like if I know, like if it's cut from the same cloth turn and I know that you have a D-react or something, it's so gross to play like the pump and then that and then the dagger.
Yeah.
It's like, are you really going to give me the 2 cards to block this dagger?
Exactly.
Fine, sure. Yeah.
Exactly. Well,
but I still think Jarl has super legs here. I think like you're on the right path of I think this is probably your hardest matchup in the like real meta, and Fang is skirting around there.
Yeah,
if you can figure out this matchup.
I mean, really, it's Marionette. Marionette and Warrior is kind of my biggest hurdle, I would say, with the deck. Outside of that, I think it does pretty well into aggro. Especially if I can just play more of an aggressive line and just establish a Channel Lake Frigid, and then I get to play my turns. I mean, seems to be not too bad, especially the turns in which I was sending like, towards the end of the game, I was sending like the Icequake plus the Channel Mount Ison to ping you for a little bit more damage. And I'm like, okay, I think that's at least going to be good chip damage to the end.
Super close.
Yeah.
Those I was super scared of the Icequake. So you only run the 2 red?
3.
3. Okay. Sick.
Yeah.
Well, great game. If you ever want to play again, let me know. And stay tuned because the first Cog Cranker video has been filmed.
Let's
Puffin VMAX,
go.
little spoiler.
Let's go. I'm
So,
excited. I'm excited. I'm excited to get that all set up and to watch that and catch you guys live again.
and well played. You tricked me a lot. You almost had me. So
yeah. Well, thank
played.
you. Thank you so much, Sam. Appreciate you. And I'm sure I'll reach out for more testing in the future here.
Sounds good. Later, man.
Cool.
Have a good
All
one.
right. See ya.